So what you're seeing at the moment is the green screen itself. You can see it comes straight out of the packet with a lot of wrinkles, so you can iron those, but I thought I'd show you. It's very long. I would prefer it wider than long, but other than that it's good. The material itself is very closed. It's not with those big holes that you get in some of the cheaper ones, so I'm quite impressed with that. It's reasonable in terms of thickness, depending if there's a light source behind it, of course. But you can see the kind of the colour and so on. It's a little bit darker than, shall we say, a traditional pure chroma screen. But I'm going to sit in front of it now and then do some video, and we'll see what kind of effect we get, just how good it is using DaVinci Resolve. So hello, so this is a quick review of the green screen, as you can see. What I've done is position it. I've got a fairly cramped room and I'm sitting in front of it. It's probably 5 feet away. I've got a fairly big window in front of me, fairly soft even lighting. Should minimise some of the shadows. I can see there's a shadow there, which will remove the screen in a moment or two, and that will be helped just by positioning the screen a little bit tighter. I've got it up against a table. In fact, let me do that now. And what you can probably see is that's gone. So looking at my screen, and I'm using an iPhone to film this, I'm getting a fairly even spread of light on that. So it's looking pretty good across the entire thing. Maybe the top's a little bit darker, but I'm about to change the background. So let's do that now. And what's it look like? You tell me. Of course, I'll be able to see when I'm doing the editing. I will use DaVinci Resolve to do this. Good things about this, the material itself seems pretty good. Bad things about it, I've got to be honest, the stand and the top T-bar, a little bit flimsy. They don't feel the highest quality, but for occasional use I would say it's great. It takes 2 minutes to put together, 2 minutes to take down, I would guess. And you know, for occasional use of green screen work, it should be fine if you get the lighting right. So I've got a nice soft light source here. And if I'm using lights, I'd have to arrange them carefully on the background and that kind of a thing. Of course, you do have to take into account how wide the area is that you want to exclude. So if I'm just doing a tight head and shoulders for a talking video like this, I've got plenty of space around me, which is fine. If I needed to do something bigger, I might be tempted to use 2 T-bars, 2 sets of these, and then stretch it horizontally rather than vertically, because horizontally I think it's about 9 feet, 9.5 feet. So it's actually a long piece of material, narrower this way. But if you turned it round, you'd have a much wider piece, but not quite as deep. Now, if you're doing a full body thing where you're going to be standing on this, so you get like a scoop effect at the bottom, almost like a mini infinity curve, then the length would be ideal. But if you're just wanting to cover the width, then turning it the other way would be great if you have sufficient T-bar extension to be able to support it. Or you could, you know, pin it to a wall or something of that nature. As it stands, I would say it's a decent kit. It's not quite as good as one of the big professional ones, and you do need to iron it really, if I'm honest. But I thought I'd show you what it's like before you iron it, because many people will do that. All in all, pretty good. A little bit of care should give you some good results. And you're seeing the background now. I've been changing that while I've been talking. Hopefully that wasn't too annoying, and hopefully the sounds come out okay, because I've got some background noise there with fans on and so on. And hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll have found this review useful. If you do, give it a like. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.
Hey, I just thought I'd do a very quick product video for the green screen behind me. So when you actually get the screen, it is really creased. It's actually, because obviously it's folded up, so it does come creased. It comes with a stand, which is a bit flimsy, but you know, what do you expect for the price that you're paying? You know, for what you're paying, it's quite good. Now, this one did have a tiny little hole in it, which I was a bit disappointed about. You can't quite see it. I'll put a picture up in the video of what it looks like. But that is the ironed green screen behind me. Now, it really irons really well. It was very creased, like I said, but with an iron on a medium setting, did it myself, modern man. I did get it out. It took me about 40 minutes. You've got to iron both sides. If you don't iron both sides, it won't quite right. Came out like that. It looks really good. And then I'll show you how it works. Now, I've not got any lighting set up or anything like that. This is just a quick go. So just like that, and there we go. That's not bad considering I've not really set it up properly or anything yet. I'm really pleased with it. I'm definitely going to give it, I'm going to give it 4 stars. It misses out on 5 because it did come with a tiny little hole in it that I'm not very happy about. I haven't reached out to the seller about that, but I might do, see if we can get it replaced or swap for a different one. But for the price point that it's at, for what you get the stand, which is a little bit flimsy, but once you've got it set up, it's quite sturdy. You get the sheet, you get everything there. You get a little instruction book as well, which is quite handy, and it does look quite good. Anyway, I hope you find this useful. Thank you guys. Bye.
Hi guys. So in this part of the review, I'm just checking the actual green screen now. I've got it draped on the T-bar itself. So there is a slight bit of drooping from one side to the other because it is supported just from that central column. I've also got to watch where I'm standing at the ground level because the feet of the tripod are literally right behind me. Now this did seem to work a little bit better on my system. So I use a stand on either side, one pole running right the way through the centre, and then it actually went through the loophole on this particular green screen cloth, and it did seem to work better that way. But hopefully, I'll add the chroma key now and you should be able to see the difference in how it looks. So in 3, 2, 1, and there we go. Hopefully you can see the chroma key background that I've added now. So what I will do is I'll check that out, I'll see how it looks, I'll add my final comments to the rest of the review and then get those all posted together. So I hope you found that helpful. Thanks for watching as always, and I will see you on the next one.
With me.